I've had the NX500 now for around 6 months, and in all honesty it's been a fantastic bike, but if there is one weak point, it's this, the stock exhaust. Now it doesn't sound too bad, but that's when you can actually hear it. So today we're going to fix that, and we're going to install this aftermarket exhaust, which will hopefully give the bike the sound that it should have had from factory, and hopefully without triggering the engine warning light. And before we take the stock exhaust off the bike, this is what we intend to put on it, which is from GR Moto. So let's open the box and see what we've got. I have to say, everything is immaculately packaged. I've done a cracking job there. Everything's labelled. We've got all the bits and pieces that we need to fit the exhaust. We've got the link pipe, and they've also sent what looks like a special surprise gift box. Some pretty cool things in here. And obviously this is the most important piece. And look how that is. That is spot on, that. Really smart looking. I think that's going to look fantastic on the bike. Now, it is common knowledge that the NX500 does not play well with aftermarket exhausts, and from my understanding you've got two O2 sensors in the system, and one of those sensors can detect the difference in back pressure, and that triggers a engine warning light on the dash. Now, I have seen some stories where people say this is due to a leak in the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble the exhaust straight out of the box, and if it throws up the engine warning light at some point in the future, what I shall do is reassemble it and use some of this assembly paste to make sure it's an airtight seal. So it'll be interesting to see if that is the actual problem and if this does help if needed. Now, when it comes to the stock exhaust, I'm not too bothered about shaving a few kilograms off the overall weight with an aftermarket system, but as you can see on this one, it is starting to show some signs of corrosion, and really looking at it, it is quite a bulky system. So for a bike that I think overall looks really good, this is a little bit of a downside. And to remove the stock exhaust, all we've got is one bolt down here, one up here, and this should in theory just slide straight off. And before I fit the new exhaust, you can see here the difference in the size between the two, and that does look so much nicer, nice and shiny. So I've now got a mock of the exhaust installed on the bike, and really the first observation is GR Moto do not provide any instructions. You can download like a generic leaflet online, but it doesn't really give you much in the way of guidance. But I'll quickly run through the steps to get it installed. If you can see just here, this stop is attached to this pipe here. If you look underneath, that is what your centre stand hits up against. So we've got one clamp installed down here, a second clamp installed here. Up here, what we've had to do is remove this bolt and install it's like a drop down spacer, so to speak. So this plate here that you can see allows you to drop the exhaust down by this amount, so it sits a bit lower down on the bike. And in terms of how it looks, I think it's going to take a bit of getting used to, because the other one was so bulky, and I think the exhaust can itself looks spot on, but having this all visible now, it's not quite as nice as stock, but I think as an overall design it does look better. Now, one thing I was slightly concerned about was how the side boxes would fit with the aftermarket exhaust. Now, here's what the side boxes look like with the stock exhaust, and as you can see, there's a decent amount of clearance, the angle's about right, it doesn't look like it's going to melt the bottom of the boxes, so it's all good. And this is what it looks like now with the GR Moto exhaust on, and as you can see, there's minimal difference. If anything, it is probably slightly better angled. Now, for the part of the video you've probably all skipped straight to is the sound test. So here's what the stock exhaust sounds like with a cold start. the GR Moto on a cold start. And straight away you can tell the difference. It does sound a bit more deeper and a bit more aggressive. But now let's try them both out on the road side by side. Honestly, it's not really night and day difference. I don't know if the camera is actually picking up any difference at all, but you can definitely hear a difference in person. It does sound slightly louder, but it still sounds very civilized. But I think now what we need to do is take out the baffle and see what difference that makes. To me, that sounds much more like it now. It's a lot more aggressive, it's a lot more loud. It doesn't sound too obnoxious, but I'll see how I get on over the next couple of weeks, whether or not I need to put the baffle back in. But I think this is how it should have sounded from factory. Now, as mentioned earlier in the video, it is almost a certainty that at some point this exhaust is going to throw up engine warning light on the dash. So I've tried to preempt that, and I've connected my ODB11 ODB reader, and it doesn't seem to be able to talk to the bike. So I'd love to hear your recommendations on what reader you use that is known to work with these Honda bikes. Now, I did have to buy an adapter cable as well, so it could be that cable's faulty, but I suspect that this reader, which is really designed for Volkswagen cars, just isn't really cut out for this job. Well, in conclusion, I'm impressed with the GR Moto exhaust. I think with the baffle in, it sounds slightly better than stock, but with the baffle out, it sounds fantastic. Obviously, the next big concern is when will this engine warning light come on? But I will keep you posted as I do a few more miles out on the road. But I would love to hear, if you're an NX500 owner, what exhaust you've gone for, or whether you've got this exhaust and you've encountered the engine warning light problems. But that's it for today, so I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. And if you have, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we shall catch you in the next one. Cheers.